it's kind of weird that I'm making this video because if you follow this channel, you know that I'm not a fan of Andy Murray. Let's just put it that way. I do not find him aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. Everything about him to me is ugly. His style of play, his looks, his, birthmark on his leg, him being a ginger, the thing around his ankles, his bald spot. And yes, I'm aware that I'm also going to have a bald spot soon. But just never found nothing pleasing about him. There's nothing pleasing about him and his style of play and him just being a pain in the ass. And I guess this is why I'm making this video, because he's always a pain in the ass to play against. Like, he does not die. He does not roll over and die. He refuses to die. He's like Terminator. I mean, you cannot kill him. You cannot get rid of him. It's just ridiculous. His resilience is just, I mean, on a different level. And less than 24 hours ago, he played round 1 Australian Open. And everybody's like, yeah, Andy's going to play a 5-setter. He's going to win, and then he's going to play Monfils, play another 5-setter, maybe lose, maybe win. Then he's going to play Novak. He's going to lose, but he's going to leave everything on the court. He's going to play for 4 hours and whatever. Have another heartbreaking loss. And he just, I guess for the first time in his career, he just kind of rolled over and died. And I watched the post-match press conference, and for the first time, I mean, not for the first time ever, of course, when he was retiring, for the first time, he was also broken. But this time, I mean, you're like, this man's broken. Like, this man is broken. He was just flat. It was nothing, it was like, because with Andy Murray, you can lead 6-0, 6-0, 5-0, and he's going to crawl back, win the 3rd set, save 10 match points, win the 4th set, and then he'll lose the 5th set. And I guess that's why I always found him annoying, because he's just going to do all of that to then lose and annoy you if your favorite player is playing against him. So that's why I never liked his style. But of course, you have to appreciate it. And I was kind of thinking about this. Man, I mean, I've been watching him for 15 years, and he's a part of my life. And I mean, this is kind of the same thing that goes with Novak's haters. Like, you have been watching him for 15 plus years, and one day when he's finally going to suck, you're going to be like, man, what the fuck? I mean, it's ridiculous. So, it's just kind of weird, and I don't know why or when did this start. Maybe it was because he never got seeded. He was so close to being seeded at Wimbledon, and then he was so close at being seeded at the US Open. If I remember correctly, he picked up a smaller injury before the US Open. And then after it, he kind of fell off. He fell outside of the top 40, and now he's going to be outside of the top 50. So even since he came back, he was just slowly climbing up, doing challengers, playing challengers, going to the top 100, top 80, top 60, top 50, top 40. And then, it seems like he kind of reached his peak. He never cracked into the top 30. Maybe that Tsitsipas match at Wimbledon, that was the key. It just broke him, or I don't know. But it's weird. It's so fucking weird. If you compare this match to last year's, did he play Berrettini, and did he play... I know he played Kokkinakis, and he was down 2-0 and a break, and another break point, I think. And he came back and won that match. So it's ridiculous to compare that match, which was like 5.5 hours or something like that, to this match, to a absolutely nothing burger, to a roll over and die match. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I mean, of course, I would say to him that he should retire, but who am I to say that? So, I don't know. I have nothing else to say. I was always almost sorry for the stuttering. I was almost shocked in a way, like, to see that guy who never rolls over and die, to just be that flat. It was like, man, I mean, I guess everybody's getting old, it's just shit, man. It is what it is. So, we keep going.